Okay, let's talk about something that drives us all crazy, procrastination. But we're going to come at it from a totally different angle. Because spoiler alert, it has absolutely nothing to do with being lazy. It's something way, way deeper.
You know the feeling, right? You've got that one thing on your to-do list, the important thing, the one you know you need to do. It's the key to making progress, to getting ahead. But instead, you find yourself doing literally anything else. Suddenly, reorganizing your sock drawer seems urgent. Or maybe you decide it's the perfect time to deep clean the kitchen. Meanwhile, that big, important task, it just sits there, staring at you.
And that's when the voice in your head kicks in. You know the one. It starts whispering, "Ugh, why am I so lazy?" We beat ourselves up, we question our own work ethic, and we just drown in this feeling of guilt. But hold on. What if that's the wrong question entirely? What if this whole time we've been trying to solve the wrong problem? What if laziness isn't actually the issue here? So let's get into it. I call this the laziness lie. See, we think the solution is just more discipline, right? We try to power through, to force ourselves to do the work, but it almost never works long-term because we're fighting the wrong battle. Here's the big shift in thinking. Procrastination is not a lack of effort. It's not a character flaw. It's an act of avoidance. Your brain is literally trying to protect you, to steer you away from something. The real question is, what is it trying to steer you away from?
Okay, think of it this way. Every single task has two layers. You've got the logical layer. That's just, what the task is. Write the email. Start the project. But then there's the emotional layer, how the task makes you feel. And here's the secret. Our brain doesn't really care about the logic. It's wired to respond to the feeling.
And that feeling? That's the real driver. It's this hidden force that's behind all of our avoidance. We can call it the feeling of friction.
So what exactly is emotional friction? It's that invisible discomfort that pops up around a task. It could be uncertainty, like, I don't know where to start. Or maybe it's risk, or just that feeling of being completely overwhelmed. And the more of that friction there is, the harder it is to get started. Not because the work is hard, but because the feeling is uncomfortable.
And this, right here, is the big aha moment. You don't procrastinate on tasks. You procrastinate on feelings. Let that sink in. You're not avoiding writing that report. You're avoiding the feeling of being judged. You're not avoiding that tough conversation. You're avoiding the feeling of discomfort it's going to bring.
So this completely flips the script. The old way of thinking was, I just need more discipline. Useless. The new question, the one that actually gets you somewhere is, what feeling am I avoiding right now?
Okay, so how does this actually show up in our day-to-day lives? Let's look at some real-world examples, because I bet some of these will sound familiar.
Take starting a side hustle, for instance. Logically, it's just a bunch of steps, but the real friction? It's that nagging fear of failure, right? Or what about investing money? The steps aren't that complex, but the discomfort of taking a risk, of uncertainty, that's what makes us freeze. Having a tough conversation? We all put those off because we're avoiding that feeling of conflict. And creative work? Oh, that's a big one. It feels so vulnerable, so we do endless research instead of just starting.
All right, so knowing this is great, but what do we do about it? Let's get actionable. This isn't some quick fix motivation hack. This is a whole new playbook for dealing with those moments of friction.
Okay, here's the 5-step process. First, just stop and identify the emotion. Literally ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Step 2, name that friction. Get specific. Is it fear? Is it boredom? Is it uncertainty? Just putting a name on it is huge. 3, reduce the load. Don't think about finishing the book. Just focus on the smallest possible uncomfortable step. Like open the document. That's it. 4th, and this is key, separate the action from the outcome. Your only job is to do the next tiny thing, not to worry if it's going to be a masterpiece. And finally, number 5, build your tolerance. This is like going to the gym. You have to practice acting while you feel uncomfortable. Stop waiting for the right mood to strike.
So when you put all this together, it points to a really powerful final insight. This is the thing that can completely change how you think about progress and productivity.
For years, we've been sold this idea that productivity is all about managing your time. You know, better calendars, fancy to-do list apps, time blocking, but that's only half the picture. And honestly, it's not even the most important half.
Because true productivity, it's about managing your emotions. Your progress in life isn't determined by how well you plan your day. It's determined by your ability to act in the face of discomfort. It's an emotional skill, not a time management one.
And that's really the heart of it all. The most successful, productive people out there, they aren't magical beings who feel motivated 24/7. Not at all. They're just the ones who stopped trying to eliminate discomfort, and instead they started learning how to move through it. They accept that it's part of the game. So the real question isn't, how do I get motivated? The real question is, what discomfort are you willing to move through to get what you want?